What's up, YouTube? My name is Big Boy Snatch on TV, aka what kind of snatch you want, because I got playing around. Actually, tell by the title of my thumbnail in the video. This is my NXT Showdown review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please full watch the video from all the way from the beginning or towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content that I do on the channel. Go check out my WWE Raw review and highlights, and follow my social media down below in the description. And thank you, first and foremost, thank you guys so much for coming out to my live stream on Twitch for my WWE NXT Invasion. Watching on live and reactions, man. I got shout out to my boy Forgotten for the party for rating me. Shout out to Winter Blossom and Buttercup for being in my live stream on Twitch. I really appreciate you both. You both are awesome, and everybody else that came to my live stream, all the lurkers, has been supporting me. Thank you guys so much. Without further ado, let's get started. Now NXT Showdown was a good show. It had some good matches, had some good moments. But the main event, NXT has fumbled the bat, but I'll get to that in just a moment. Is this WWE NXT is live tonight on October 7th, 2025 from the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. And it's a special NXT versus TNA Showdown edition with inter-promotional matches, championships, stakes, and legendary tag teams in the mix. This episode is set to shake up both brands ahead of Bound for glory in the ongoing CW network era. The show begins at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on the CW network, with the international fans able to stream the events on Netflix and other platforms. Ringside News will provide live match-by-match updates and highlights all night long. Keep this page refreshed and sounds off in the comments with your thoughts on this cross-brand spectacle. WWE NXT results 10/7/25 live match updates and highlights. Booker T and Big Joseph are on the commentary. Big Joseph kicks off the show as we see the NXT and TNA teams arriving at the arena. The camera then cuts to be NXT and TNA women's team getting ready. Alright, so we get the first match. So we get the NXT and TNA Tag Team Champions Unification match. The Hardy Boys, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy versus Stark State. And this was a fun tag team match, but I'm glad that the Hardys won this match. And that was my pick, the Hardys. The Hardys are the best tag team in professional wrestling. And they are GOATs, man. Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy are GOATs. But this was a good tag team match, what it was. The Hardy Boys come out first, and the crowd erupts. At ringside, the Dudley Boys are showing sitting with the TNA president, Carlos Silva. Alright. Before the match can start, Darkstate ambushes the Hardys. The Hardys fight back and sends Darkstate crashing to the floor. Darkstate gets up on her apron, but the referee steps in and sends Shaquan Sugars and Cutler James to the back. This is right before the bell rings. You got four members of Darkstate attack the Hardy Boys, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy stood on business against four members of the Dark State. They were swinging at everything that moves. So kudos to the Hardy Boys for standing on business. They stood their ground on this one. But it is what it is. Let me continue. The match officially begins, and Jeff Hardy quickly scores a near fall. He locks in a wrist lock and tags in Matt Hardy, who comes off the ropes with a double sledge. Matt Hardy targets the shoulders before tagging Jeff Hardy back in. The Hardy Boys hit a double Irish whip, and Jeff Hardy nails a clothesline off Matt Hardy's back. Jeff Hardy follows up with a nightmare and a dropkick for another near fall. Alright, Dion Lennox fires back with a punches and tags in Oris. Dion Lennox throws another shot, and Oris connects with an elbow drop for a near fall. Oris lands a slam but misses a leg drop. Matt Hardy tags in and hits a few punches, but Oris cuts him off with a knee in an Irish whip. Oris charge but runs into a back elbow. Matt Hardy leaps with a crossbody, but Oris catches him. Matt Hardy slips out of a slam attempt. Dion Lennox tags in and levels Matt Hardy with a clothesline just as Matt Hardy goes for a twist of fate on Oris. Dion Lennox corners Matt Hardy with kicks and tags in Oris, who gets a near fall. Oris taunts with the Hardy's pose while stomping Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy tries to fight back, with a punch, but Oris answers with a knee in a series of European uppercuts. Dion Lenny attacks in, but Matt Hardy avoids both him and Oris and makes the eye attack to Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy hits a jawbreaker on Oris, then takes down Dion Lenny with a reverse atomic drop. Leg drop in a drop kick. Jeff Hardy follows it up with a senton for a near fall. Dion Lennox sends Jeff Hardy to the apron, where Jeff Hardy punches Oris, but Dion Lennox hits Jeff Hardy with a shot, and they hit a high-low combo on the apron. Oris rolls Jeff Hardy back into the ring and gets a near fall. Dion Lennox tags in and hits a splash. Then Oris boosts Jeff Hardy, leading to another near fall. Dion Lennox applies a reverse chinlock, but Jeff Hardy fights back with elbows. Dion Lennox cuts him off with a forearms and back punches, then hits another splash. Dion Lennox sends Jeff Hardy into the turnbuckles and tags Oris, who chokes Jeff Hardy on the ropes and gets a 2 count. Dion Lennox tags back in and they hit a DDT / curb stomp combo for another near fall. Dion Lennox hits Jeff Hardy with more forearms to the back. Oris tags in and lands a back elbow for another 2 count, followed by a kick and more strikes, including European uppercuts. Dion Lennox charges but runs into a back elbow. Jeff Hardy kicks Oris, then hits the whisper in the wind on both men to shift the momentum. I like the whisper of the wind by Jeff Hardy. I like that. Alright, Matt Hardy tags in and goes after Dion Lennox with punches, then hits a side effect. He kicks Oris and plants him with a DDT. Matt Hardy throws Dion Lennox into the turnbuckles. Jeff Hardy follows with a kick and hits the twist of fate, and Matt Hardy adds a cutter for a near fall. I like that combination right there. Oris breaks it up. Dion Lennox hits a double throat thirst. Oris tags in and they deliver a double chokeslam. He knocks Jeff Hardy off the apron. Oris lifts Matt Hardy on his shoulders while Dion Lennox climbs up, but Matt Hardy escapes and Oris falls. Matt Hardy hits a twist of fate. Dion Lennox missed his move, and Matt Hardy hits another twist of fate on him. Jeff Hardy tags in, climbs the top rope, and hits a swanton bomb for the win. The winner of the match and your new WWE NXT Tag Team Champions, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. And this was a good tag team match, and I'm glad that the Hardy Boys won. The Hardy Boys are the best tag team wrestlers in professional wrestling, and this was when I picked the Hardy Boys to capture the new WWE NXT Tag Team Champions. This was my pick the whole time. Alright, so congratulations to the Hardy Boys. After the match, the Dudley Boys stand up and applaud the Hardys' victory. Tag Team Champions Unification match, the Hardys defeated Dark State. What do you think of this outcome? Best for business? In my opinion, yes. Hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE NXT. Alright, so we get the next match. NXT versus TNA Women's Survivor match. Jessie Jane, Lola Vice, and Saruka and Jada Parker and Keelani versus Keelani Jordan, The Inspiration, and Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay and Mara Shade. And this was a fun tag team match, but it's weird that how is that you're an NXT superstars, Keelani Jordan holding the TNA Knockouts champion, and knowing that she's an NXT star? This is weird, and that's all I gotta say. Alright, Jessie Jane and Keelani Jordan start things off with a lockup. Jessie Jane swings and miss a forearm on a break. Keelani Jordan rolls her up for a near fall, then hits a splash for another 2 count. Keelani Jordan falls with a leg sweep and quick covers. Jessie Jane counters with her own leg sweep and covers. Alright, Jessie Jane blocks a Tiger Feint arm drag and takes Keelani Jordan down with the head scissors. Lola Vice tags in but misses a kick and avoids a leg sweep. Keelani Jordan grabs a wrist lock and tags in Cassie Lee, while Jessie McKay also enters. Cassie and Jessie McKay lands a stereo kicks and strikes a pose. Jessie gets a near fall. Mara Sadie tags in and delivers a drop kick for another 2 count. She goes for a slam, but Lola slips out. Lola grabs a waist lock and Mara counters with a standing switch. Jada Parker tags in and she and Lola Vice hit a double shoulder tackle. Follow up with a double hip attack to Mara for a near fall. Mara fights back with a forearm and a flying forearm for another near fall. Jada Parker shoves her and lands a stiff punch. Cassie and Jesse blocks a suplex attempt, and chaos breaks out as all 8 women enter the ring. Jordan Gray steps aside, letting everyone pair off. Cassie and Jesse toss Jada Parker and Lola to the outside, then follows with a stereo splashes. Jesse Jane dives in with a cannonball on both Cassie and Jesse. Mara takes to the air with a suicide dive onto Jesse Jane. Kehlani Jordan heads up top and lands a beautiful moonsault. So Ruka finished the sequence with a picture perfect Sasuke special, taking out everyone on the floor. Mara sends Jada Parker back into the ring, but Jada Parker catches her with a kick and applies a front face lock. She rams Mara into the ring post and follows it up with a series of shoulder thrusts. While arguing with the referee, Jada Parker gets caught off guard as Mara rolls her up with a sunset flip for a near fall. Jada Parker regains control with a suplex entering a 2 count. So Ruka tags in, snapmare Mara down, and connects with a sharp thirst kick. She follows with a delayed vertical suplex and a backhand spring knee drop for another near fall. Jada Parker taps back in and delivers a corner splash. Jesse Jane follows with a hip attack in the corner, and then Lola Vice hits one of her own. So Ruka tags in and goes for a suplex, but Mara counters and lands on her feet, locking in a sleeper hold. So Ruka breaks free, kicks Cassie and Jesse off the apron, then hits a double drop kick to knock them down. She quickly goes for a cover on Cassie and gets a near fall, then transitions into an armbar to Mountain to maintain control. Alright. Cassie fires off forearms trying to break free from the armbar. Jesse tags in and drops Soruka across the ropes, allowing Cassie to follow up with a kick. Jesse covers for a near fall, then delivers punches to keep Soruka grounded. Mara tags in and hits a knee drop on Soruka, then follows with another for a near fall. Cassie and Jesse attempts a double suplex, but Soruka reverses it and counters with a double suplex of her own. Kehlani Jordan and Jesse Jane both tag in. Jesse Jane comes in hot, landing clotheslines on everyone before hitting a neckbreaker. She draws Marseille with a super kick and follows with a flurry of kicks on Kehlani Jordan. Jesse Jane nails another super kick and hits a cannonball in the corner. She then climbs the turnbuckles and lands a back senton for a near fall. Kehlani Jordan hits a split-legged cutter, and both Jada Parker and Marseille tag in. Jada Parker connects with a series of knees and then lands a blockbuster. She punches Cassie and runs her into the turnbuckles. Jesse grabs Jada Parker, but Jada Parker unloads with punches and chops on both Cassie and Jesse. She stacks them in a corner and follows it up with a springboard seated splash. Jada Parker goes for another splash in the opposite corner, but misses. Marseille takes advantage with the edge automatic, then heads to the top rope for a moonsault, slightly overshooting but landing enough of it. Cassie hits Jada Parker with a punch, but Jada Parker responds with a Falcon Arrow. She covers, but Kehlani Jordan breaks it up. So Ruka takes out Kehlani Jordan. Jesse McKay kicks Soruka, and Jada Parker lands a knee on Cassie. Out of nowhere, Mara rolls up Jada Parker and with the counter roll and scores the 3 count. So after some chaos, we have our first 2 eliminations at NXT Showdown. Jada Parker has been eliminated. So Ruka immediately follows it up with the Soul Snatcher on Mara Said and gets the pin. I love that Soul Snatcher. So Ruka has that dog in her. Can you imagine Soruka versus Charlotte Flair? Man, but Soruka has that dog in her. And that's all I gotta say. Marseille has been eliminated. Jesse Jane tags in and attacks Keelaney Jordan with a kick and a forearm to the back. She hits a back elbow and gets a near fall. Keelaney Jordan responds with a kick and an Irish whip, but once into the back elbow, Cassie and Jesse double team Jesse Jane with strikes, and Keelaney Jordan falls with a corner splash. Jesse and Cassie then hit a double gore buster, and Cassie covers for a near fall. Jesse tags in and they double Irish whip Jesse Jane. Jesse connects with a kick. Then Keelaney Jordan tags back in and delivers one of her own. Keelaney Jordan slams Jesse Jane into the turnbuckles multiple times. Then hits a hard Irish whip, sending her crashing to the mat. Cassie hits his double knees in the corner. Then Jesse falls one of her own. Jesse covers but only gets a 2 count. Keelaney Jordan taps back in to keep things going. Keelaney Jordan and Jesse hit a double back elbow, and Keelaney Jordan gets a near fall. She follows it up with knees to Jesse Jane's back and locks in a body scissors. Jesse Jane leans back twice and nearly pins Keelaney Jordan both times. Keelaney Jordan breaks free with a kick and Jesse tags in. Jesse whips Jesse Jane into the corner and hits a running knee. Cassie does the same. Cassie goes for another, but Jesse Jane catches her with an elbow and sends her to the floor. Cassie then knocks Soruka off the apron with a forearm. Lola Vice tags in and kicks Jesse, Keelaney Jordan, and Cassie, which she hits Naomi style kicks on Cassie twice. Then delivers a shaking hip attack to Keelaney Jordan. Then to both Cassie and Keelaney Jordan. She follows up with a settle suplex on Keelaney Jordan. Lola Vice and Cassie both go for kicks, but Lola Vice lands a back fist and pins Cassie. Cassie Lee has been eliminated. Lola Vice locks in a near fall. Lola Vice locks in a weird naked choke on Jesse, who taps out. Jessie McKay has been eliminated. Jesse Jane tags herself in. Keelaney Jordan catches her with a kick and hits a split-legged moonsault, but the pin is broken up because Cassie and Jesse won't leave ringside. Keelaney Jordan argues with Juggernaut Jordan Grace, allowing Jesse Jane to wear her up for a near fall. Jesse Jane hits a forearm and Lola Vice tags back in. Jesse Jane knocks Keelaney Jordan to the floor with a kick from the apron, then sends back into the ring. Lola Vice lifts Keelaney Jordan, but Keelaney Jordan counters and sends Lola Vice into Jesse Jane, knocking her off the apron. Keelaney Jordan then hits a Olympic slam on Lola Vice for the pin. The Lola Vice has been eliminated. Soruka hits a belly to back suplex, but Keelaney Jordan lands on her feet. Soruka follows it up with a running backpack stunner for a near fall. She lifts Keelaney Jordan again, but Keelaney Jordan counters with the Hurricane 4-2. Keelaney Jordan then hits a leaping X Factor for another near fall. Keelaney Jordan climbs the top rope, but Soruka cuts her off. Soruka climbs up, and Keelaney Jordan hits a Spanish fly, followed by a 450 splash, but Soruka gets her knees up. Jesse Jane tags in just as Soruka hits the Soul Snatcher. I love that. That was my favorite move. The Soul Snatcher is one of my favorite finishers in WWE. Jesse Jane covers, Keelaney Jordan gets the pin. The winner of the match, Soruka, Jesse Jane, Lola Vice, and Jada Parker. This match was fun for what it was. After the match, Soruka helps Keelaney Jordan up. Jesse Jane exchanges words with Keelaney Jordan, and Keelaney Jordan argues with Juggernaut Jordan Grace about the final count. Alright. Ava is showing backstage with Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona apologized for getting involved in Miles Bourne and Josh match last week, saying he just had to be out there. Ava sarcastically applauded his performance, calling him the king self-promotion. Matt Condell says he wants to be part of Team TNA. Josh Briggs walks in and challenges Cardona to a match. Edwards says she's talked to Santino about setting it up next week. Alright, so we're gonna get the Matt Cardona versus Josh Briggs next week on NXT. NXT North America Championship match. Ethan Page versus Mustafa Ali. This match was fantastic. They lock up and Ethan Page gives a clean break before shoving Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali shoves him back. Ethan Page grabs a race lock, but Mustafa Ali counters with a side headlock and then hits a shoulder tackle. Mustafa Ali catches Ethan Page on a leaping and gets a quick near fall for another and then another with a backslide. Ethan Page kicks Mustafa Ali and goes for a corner splash, but Mustafa Ali moves and hits a slingshot rolling cutter, followed by a moonsault off for a near fall. Ethan Page rolls to the ropes to avoid him. He then sends Mustafa Ali to the ropes to the floor. Mustafa Ali trips Ethan Page and pulls him outside, hitting a forearm after sending him into the apron. Ethan Page tries to walk out, but Mustafa Ali slides under the corner and cut him off, and nails a tornado DDT on the floor. Mustafa Ali throws Ethan Page back in the ring, climb up top, but Ethan Page trips him and slams his head into the ring post. Ethan Page hits a forearm, then follows with a series of elbows drops and locks in a reverse chin lock. He tries for a belly to back suplex, but Mustafa Ali lands on his feet. Ethan Page recovers and hits a leaping face buster. Ethan Page targets the neck and landing punches and choke Mustafa Ali on the ropes until the referee steps in. He adds a kick before going back to a chin lock. Mustafa Ali fights out of a chop, but Ethan Page drops him with a clothesline and sets up for a powerbomb. Mustafa Ali counters with a back belly drop and follows up with a drop kick. Mustafa Ali climbs the turnbuckles, but Ethan Page catches him with a punch. Ethan Page follows up and tries for a superplex, but Mustafa Ali blocks it and headbutts him down to the mat. When Ethan Page climbs back up, Mustafa Ali counters with a sunset flip powerbomb. Mustafa Ali pulls himself up again and sets for a fall splash, but Ethan Page hits the ropes, crouching him on the turnbuckles. Ethan Page goes for a backbreaker on the ropes, but Mustafa Ali fight out. Ethan Page then hits a snake eyes and a boot for a near fall, but Mustafa Ali bridges out of the pin. Mustafa Ali backs with forearms, but Ethan Page hits one of his own in the corner. Mustafa Ali with the drop kick, but Ethan Page catches him when he tries a baseball slide, sending Mustafa Ali into the ring post and scoring a near fall. Ethan Page goes for the Eagle's Edge, but Mustafa Ali reaches the ropes. Mustafa Ali escapes with a waist lock and box Ethan Page ears. Ethan Page goes for a Chaos Theory suplex, but Mustafa Ali slips free and hits Tornado DDT for a near fall. Mustafa Ali pulls Ethan Page into the corner and goes for a 450 splash, but missed a roll through. He quickly goes for a sunset flip for 2. Ethan Page lands a kick, but Mustafa Ali fires back with a back elbow. Mustafa Ali counters Eagle's Edge and with a Hurricanrana with another near fall. Ethan Page hits a face buster, but Mustafa Ali answers with a super kick. Mustafa Ali tries for a cutter, but Ethan Page blocks it with a punch. Mustafa Ali rolls him up with a backslide, then a jackknife cover, both for near fall. They meet face to face in the center of the ring. Trade shots. Ethan Page lands a knee, but Mustafa Ali takes him down. But the head scissors then sends Ethan Page to the floor. Mustafa Ali for a suicide dive on both men crashing over the commentary table. Mustafa Ali throws back into the ring, but Ethan Page shoves him off the top rope into the ring barrier. Ethan Page brings him back, land and hits a cutter for a near fall. The winner of the match, Ethan Page, retaining the NXT North American Champion. All Ego Ethan Page. That North American Champion that Ethan Page got looks terrible. It's just terrible and got awful. Sarah Scribble interviews Hijo Dr. Wagner Jr., who says Ethan Page is claiming he stole the North American title, but he's coming for it fair and square. Lexis King walks up and accuses him of being Tavion Heights, saying he did some research and find out there's no Dr. Wagner practicing in Mexico. Lexis King challenges him to a match and warns him to be careful. Suddenly, Tavion Heights appears behind Lexis King, leveling Lexis King shocked and asking how he did that. Later, Team TNA celebrates their victory. Soruga just tells Jessie Jane she sees her around. Zarya Lee walks in and points out that Soruga seems to be enjoying her new friends. Blake Monroe interrupts and says Soruga is getting Chase a third title, adding that Zarya will never get what she wants while she's with Soruga. Zarya insists Blake isn't after Soruga's title. Blake Monroe smirks and says she's coming for that title, just not the one. Alright, so we get next week Lexis King versus El Hijo Dr. Wagner Jr. and Josh Briggs versus Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona's gonna go over Josh Briggs. I'm just saying. So we get the main event of the evening. So we get NXT versus TNA Men's Survivors match. Ricky Saints, Trick Williams, Giovanni Evans, and Miles Bourne versus Mike Santana and Frankie Kazarian, Moose, and Leon Slater. Miles Bourne should never have been part of Team NXT. I'd rather replace Miles Bourne with Jasper Troy. Y'all hoeing Jasper Troy. I wish Jasper Troy was on Team NXT so Jasper Troy can go up against Moose. Two big dogs in wrestling. But this match right here, I might as well say this was not a bad match. This main event match right here, this was I might as well say this was a fun. This was fun. You know what I'm saying? Fun main event was. But NXT fumbled the bag. How did you let TNA come into NXT brand and just basically snatch y'all chains from right off y'all necks? But man, NXT fumbled the bag, but NXT put up a good fight. But let me go through this, man. Let me go to this main event right here, man. And this says and yeah, it says yeah. So we get the right here. Giovanni Evans and Leon Slater start the match, but Trick Williams quickly taps himself in. Frankie Kazarian does the same on the other side. Trick Williams and Kazarian trade punches until Trick Williams lands a dropkick. He applies a front face lock and Miles Bourne tags in, hitting a European uppercut and a Atomic drop and a leaping neck breaker. Miles Bourne gets back into the corner when everyone takes turns landing punches. The ring fills up with chaos as Joe Hendry leads the team brawl. Miles Bourne sends Kazarian over the turnbuckles to the floor, then dives over the top rope with a flip dive onto everyone. Back in the ring, Miles Bourne hits Moose with a German suplex, followed by a belly-to-belly suplex. Then he connects with a Death Valley drop neck breaker for a near fall. Miles Bourne gets into the apron, and Kazarian catches him with a leg drop across the ropes, then follows with a hanging cutter for the pin. So Miles Bourne has been eliminated. But the special guest referee, Joe Hendry, should not have. I do not like that decision that the special guest referee is Joe Hendry. I do not like that. Did nobody ask for that? I would rather have a regular referee than Joe Hendry. And that's all I got to say. Miles Bourne has been eliminated. So Miles Bourne, you got dropped off by Kazarian. What were you thinking, Miles Bourne? I would have replaced Miles Bourne with Jasper Troy. You know I'm speaking facts. But anyway, let me continue. Ricky Saints and Mike Santana square off next. They lock up and Mike Santana, Ricky Saints knocks Mike Santana down with a shoulder tackle. Mike Santana counters with their head scissors takedown, but runs into a back elbow from Ricky Saints. He hits a sling blade and tags in Javon Evans. Javon Evans climbs the ropes and lands a shot on Mike Santana's ribs, followed by a pair of forearms to the back. Mike Santana fires back with a belly to back suplex and a sharp chop. Mike Santana lights up Javon Evans with another chop before tagging in Moose. Moose takes off his shirt and delivers a thunderous chops to Javon Evans. He goes for another but misses, and Javon Evans fires back with a fury of chops. Moose stops him cold with a big drop kick. Kazarian tags in and hits a suplex and gets a near fall. He follows with a hard Irish whip, then a slam and a springboard leg drop for another 2 count. Kazarian whips Javon Evans again, but Javon Evans gets a boot up. Frankie Kazarian tries for a roll up with his feet on the ropes, but Joe Hendry catches him. Javon Evans kicks Kazarian away, and Trick Williams tags in. Trick Williams nails jumping side kick to both Kazarian and Moose. Leon Slater tried to counter with an arm drag off the range, but then hits a side kick. He charges in, but Trick Williams plants him with a U-wrench. Trick Williams with a cyclone kick for a near fall. Trick Williams whips Leon Slater into the corner and chops him twice. He goes for a Booker T-style chop, but misses, and Leon Slater fires back with a chop of his own. Trick Williams goes for a Death Valley driver, but Leon Slater lands on his feet and connects with a kick. Then a handspring cutter for a near fall. Kazarian hits a long blower, and Javon Evans and Mike Santana drop Ricky Saints with a rolling cutter. Trick Williams looks ready to hit Mike Santana, but chops himself and tags Javon Evans back in. Mike Santana rolls out to the floor. Excuse me. Javon Evans takes out Leon Slater with punches and a rebound roundhouse kick. Then hits Moose with a Superman punch, follows with a slingshot, head scissors takedown on Leon Slater. Javon Evans dives through the ropes and with a suicide dive on Kazarian. Then lands a plancha on Mike Santana. Moose catches him mid-air and tries for a powerbomb to the floor, but Javon Evans counters with a hurricanrana. Javon Evans kicks Kazarian from the apron, but Leon Slater catches him with a roll-up. Instead, the ring for the 3 count. Javon Evans has been eliminated, but I can say this, right here. Javon Evans is the future of the WWE. Let me say this one more time for all my social viewers that's watching this video. Javon Evans is the future of the WWE, and you know that's facts. Trick Williams takes control for Team NXT, trading punches with Leon Slater. Kazarian tags in, and Leon Slater connects with a jumping side kick before tagging him. Kazarian covers for a near fall, then follows with a forearm for another 2 count. He sends Trick Williams into the turnbuckles and tags in Moose, who lands a heavy chop. Moose slams Trick Williams and tags Leon Slater, who stops him down and hits a splash for a near fall. Leon Slater keeps the pressure on and punches before tagging Kazarian back in. Kazarian kicks Trick Williams, but Trick Williams fights back with punches and a kick of his own. Kazarian hits a drop kick and covers for a near fall, then adds a forearm to the back, a kick and a choke in the ropes. Moose tags in and they double team Irish whip Trick Williams, but Moose crashes into the corner and Kazarian falls to the floor. Trick Williams kicks Moose away, but Kazarian pulls Ricky Saints off the apron to stop the tag. Trick Williams recovers and drops Moose with a jumping neckbreaker. Ricky Saints tags himself in and fires off forearms on Leon Slater. Trick Williams looks frustrated on the apron. Ricky Saints hits a back elbow, a kick, a running elbow to the corner, followed by a Mochoku driver for a near fall. Kazarian lands a knee to Ricky Saints' back and Slater follows with a Utopia. Trick Williams refused to tag back in and walks away from the ring. That was the biggest mistake that Trick Williams ever made. Because Darian rolls Ricky Saints up within O'Connor roll for a near fall. Then hits a clothesline and a forearm and reverse suplex for another 2 count. Ricky Saints blocks the crossface chicken wing and rolls through and pins Kazarian for a 3 count. So Frankie Kazarian has been eliminated. Leon Slayer charges in with a splash and gets a near fall, and then unloads with punches. He follows with a clothesline for another 2 count. Leon Slayer hits a drop kick in the corner, then climbs up top for a swanton 450, but Ricky Saints gets his knees up and rolls him up for a 3 count. So Leon Slayer has been eliminated. Moose immediately drop kicks Ricky Saints off the turnbuckles. Ricky Saints fights back with a kick, but Moose hits a U-wrench followed by a senton for a near fall. Moose goes for a powerbomb, but Ricky Saints counters with a DDT and calls for a near fall. Mike Santana breaks it up. Mike Santana tags in and unloads with punches. Then hits a running drop in the corner, followed by a running face plant for a 2 count. Mike Santana tries for a powerbomb, but Ricky Saints lands on his feet and nails a super kick. Mike Santana misses a corner splash, and Ricky Saints goes for a tornado DDT, but Mike Santana slips free. Moose accidentally spears Mike Santana, and Ricky Saints nearly gets a pin. Moose recovers and hits a powerbomb, and Mike Santana falls with a discussed clothesline to score the 3 count. The winner of the match, Moose and Mike Santana. NXT versus TNA men's survivor match. Team TNA pick up the win with Mike Santana and Moose surviving over Ricky Saints after Trick Williams walked out on him. Hashtag WWE NXT, hashtag TNA. But after the match, Santino Marella and Ava are shown backstage talking about the big main event win. Santino praised the NXT women's for proving they're the best. Ava says she's happy that NXT/TNA partnership is on solid ground again. She announces a women's battle royal to determine the number one contender for Halloween Havoc, and confirms that TNA wrestlers are invited to compete. I cannot wait for NXT Halloween Havoc, but NXT Showdown goes off the air. Let me give my honest opinion what I think about NXT Showdown. Now, NXT Showdown was a good show, and I give that show a 7 out of 10. There were some good matches and good moments, but special guest referee in the main event, Joe Hendry, didn't nobody ask for him. I'd rather have a referee over Joe Hendry. Now, Miles Bourne should never have been on Team NXT. I'd rather replace Miles Bourne with Jasper Troy. Y'all holding Jasper Troy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah. So NXT Showdown was a good show, and I give that show a 7 out of 10 for what it was. And that's all I gotta say. If you guys enjoyed my NXT Showdown review and highlights, make sure you guys please full watch the video from all the way from the beginning all the way towards the end. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content that I do on the channel. I'm aiming towards 30 likes. Could we get 30 likes in this video? And that's all I gotta say. So if I get 30 likes on this video, I will drop my AEW Dynamite review and highlights tomorrow. So yeah. So I will see you guys tomorrow for my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. So get this NXT Showdown to 30 likes immediately. So I can drop my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. So yeah. And I will see you guys tonight for my upcoming world premiere for my NXT Showdown review and highlights at around 4 o'clock a.m. on YouTube. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I cannot believe that NXT sold a bag. So TNA just walked into the NXT brand and just destroy NXT. So TNA just pulled up to NXT brand and snatched everybody's chains around their necks. Like, give me your chain. But NXT fumbled a bag. Oh my goodness, how did NXT fumble the bag? I knew that Trick Williams was going to walk out on Ricky Saints. But it's just weird that every NXT superstar is holding TNA Championship gold. Keelaney Jordan is one of them. She's an NXT superstar. Why is she holding a TNA Knockout Champion? Then Trick Williams, he's also an NXT superstar. He's holding the TNA World Championship. That is weird. That is weird. But hey, it is what it is. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to go premiere. I'm about to have an upcoming world premiere for my NXT Showdown review on highlights at 4 o'clock a.m. So might as well just tap in, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel because I'm on the road to 12K subscribers. So yeah, make sure you guys like the video, share the video, comment down below what you guys think of NXT Showdown because it was a good show and I give that show a 7 out of 10. It had some good matches and good moments, but NXT just got buried by TNA, which is sad, man. But it is what it is, man. Have a good night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And thank you guys so much for coming out to my live stream for my WWE NXT Invasion watch along live and reactions. Shout out to Forgotten for the raid. I appreciate him. Shout out to Buttercup and Watch the Blossom for coming into my live stream and just spreading nothing but good vibes. And Buttercup and Winter Blossom got some new followers over there on my Twitch page. So and yeah, that's all I gotta say. Shout out to everybody that came out to my live stream on Twitch. And that's all I gotta say, man. And I'm so glad that I read it. Showstopper TV, Squidorella, Tifachu, and that's all I gotta say, man. And I did read it. Winter Blossom and Buttercup. I cannot forget about those two right there. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. KFG crew, KFG Kings, KFG Club. Too sweet. I'm out of here, gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet, gang.